If you'd like to see how I'm going to completely transform this rather large, plain wall picture frame into this sparkly, glittery frame, keep watching this video. Hey YouTube, so today in this video I am going to be adding some silver glitter and paint to this picture frame. I'm going to start off by using this sandpaper just to kind of rough it up a little bit. And then I have this really pretty sparkly holographic glitter. This particular glitter, I got it from papermart.com. And it is a 1 pound jar of glitter. It's like a confetti glitter, very chunky, and it's very, very pretty. I also have this paint. This is Gideon Essentials. I'm going to use like a light gray house paint because I had some left over. So I'm just going to cover it with the paint first. And then I am going to add the glitter. Okay, so I'm just going to start off by, I don't want to completely sand. I'm not trying to sand like all the brown off. I just want to kind of rough it up. Just so the paint can adhere pretty good. So that's what I'm doing now. Now I'm just going to remove some of that dust from sanding, just with some little bit of rubbing alcohol, just to wipe any dust away so that it doesn't get in the way of the paint. So I poured some of the paint onto this little paper plate, and I'm just going to use this sponge brush and just kind of take my time and just go over the entire frame. Now this frame is nice. We had it for quite some time. However, we've changed some things around and the brown just does not go with the decor. Mainly what I'm looking to do is have more silver and black colors. The brown in our home is pretty much obsolete. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and just update this frame. At first, I was going to just paint it black, which I think would be really cute as well. But I just decided to add a little more razzle to it and make it be glittery. So once I finish painting this, then we'll move on to the next step. Now, if you don't have any house paint, what you can use is some craft paint, but you'll probably need maybe 2 or 3 of those little small bottles. And you don't have to do multiple coats. It's definitely up to you. I think I only needed to do about 1 coat of paint and it was absolutely fine. Okay, so now I'm going to start adding on the glitter. I was using the little shaker area, but it was taking way too long. So I just went ahead and took the top off and just kind of poured it directly on. Now doing it this way was a lot quicker. However, this was very, very messy. There was glitter everywhere. I had this bag underneath, but then I decided to put this top back on to see if I could shake it. It was just going to take forever. So at some point I ended up taking that lid back off. Now let me say this. You didn't see me add any glue yet because in my mind I was like, okay, The paint is wet still, so I'm just going to apply the glitter to the wet paint. That's optional. You don't have to do it that way. If I had to redo it, I probably would have just glazed some Mod Podge on. I just felt like it was gonna work. It did work, but I felt like it would have adhered a lot better in some places if I just would have used Mod Podge. But I was trying to get through this project and cut maybe a couple corners so I can move on to something else. But yeah, this is quite a bit of glitter. You definitely want to make sure that you collect all your glitter, have you a big piece of paper, whatever it takes, scoop your glitter back up and put it back in your jar and keep going. Okay, so I'm just continuing on adding the glitter onto this large frame. This is such a long frame. I like it because it holds so many different pictures. I'm just adding a little bit more paint just to wet it back up so I can pour my glitter right on top of that wet paint. So that's why I'm touching that paint back up. So I'm adding more glitter. So once I add this on, I'm just gonna let it settle on there for at least, I would say, about at least 30 minutes to an hour. Walk away and do something else and come back, and then I'll just kind of brush it off, see if some areas need to be touched up, and that's what I'm going to finish doing here. Okay, so I let it sit for a while, and now what I'm doing, I'm taking my big fluffy brush and I'm just kind of knocking off the excess glitter. As you can see, this is a lot of glitter, a whole lot of glitter. So I'm just knocking it off because you want to make sure you knock everything off that's not going to stay before you start to seal it. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay, so like I said, we don't waste no glitter over here. I'm just kind of shaking out the garbage bag that I have. Clean garbage bags, of course. I'm just trying to shake that glitter off. I had it on top of like this little plastic piece. I think that actually went to the frame or something. I don't know. Putting that back inside of my glitter. And now we are going to add some Mod Podge. I'm adding Mod Podge so I'm not sealing the glitter with this. I'm touching up certain areas. So I'm just touching up some areas where I felt like the glitter didn't stick as well to the paint. So it's just a few touch-up areas. And then after that, we are going to seal the deal with another product. And I'll let you know what that is in just a moment. Okay, so I let this sit a couple days because I wanted to put this to the side and work on something else for a minute. It's time to seal. Now you have a couple options. There's like some Mod Podge spray you can use too, different sealants or other things you may know about. What I use is either Mod Podge, which I like to use this to apply the glitter. I don't necessarily like it to seal it because I think it kind of takes away from the sparkle. I really like this product. It's called TriArt Liquid Glass. It's a pouring medium and it gives a really nice resin finish. It's not a resin. It doesn't have a horrible smell. And this is what I'm going to use. It's like really kind of like, I don't want to say runny, but it's a nice thin consistency. So you'll see me pouring it, and I'll use my sponge brush and I'll just kind of pat and maybe drag a little bit, but I'm going to do like pat, 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 pat. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so the product that you see me using is called Liquid Glass by TriArt. And I'm just going to blot that on, do a little pat, pat, pat. And once I add this to the entire frame, I'll let this sit for a few hours. And then from there, I'll be able to kind of like put it together, add the photos to it, and see how that goes from there. But this is like a very kind of thin consistency product. That's why you see me pouring it on and just kind of working it through. It's wet. I'm going to allow this to dry, and then tomorrow I'll pick it up and try to do like a shake test and see if anything still comes off. I don't know what the backing is to this frame. It's been so long, but I would like to show it with a few pictures in it. It's very long, it's very pretty. And make sure you rinse your sponge out if you plan on using it again, because it will be hard, rock solid hard, and you won't be able to use it. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry. Okay, so it has dried. It is the next day. I'm taking my big fluffy brush. I'm trying to knock away and see if there's any loose glitter. There's a little bit of loose glitter, for the most part, it is dry. It is dry. Now I found the pieces to the frame. I'm putting this frame together. And in the next clip of this video, I'm going to show you how it looks. Okay, you guys, here is the final finished result of this frame. Remember, it was brown. Now it's nice and silvery glitter. I had such a hard time putting this frame up. It's a little crooked. I'm gonna fix it later. It's like over a staircase, so I didn't want to fall. So I got it up there the best way I could. And just to remind you how it looked before, this is the before, brown, plain. It was okay, but I like it a lot better now. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching it. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you want to. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye. Check out our website, myroyalradiance.com, and we do carry faux leather inspired designer fabric for your crafting needs, luxury inspired croc charms, as well as iron-on patches and much more. Enjoy the coupon code MyRoyalBeauty10 off. Check out our website, crtacticaldefense.com, where we do sell in-waistband gun holsters, belly band holsters, and many more. Please check out my discount code VIBES for a special discount for my subscribers.